What's the mother effing deal? We in it, man. We back at it with another episode of Lone Wolf TV. How y'all living? Talk to you, boy. Hit the like button whenever you fall off in the building. Today we got some real shit to talk about. We got some real G shit to talk about, man. Let me scoop this up. Yeah. Welcome to Lone Wolf TV, where the misunderstood gets understood and the less fortunate has a place to feel like home. I do this for the loners, I do this for the outlaws, I do this for motherfuckers that got their own mindset and the rest of the world tell them that they full of shit. That's what this channel is for. You ever need to feel uh, related to in some way, I'm sure I got a topic somewhere, and if the topic ain't up to par with what you may be going through, I know I done dropped a jewel in one of these episodes that you can pick up on. So get down up in the archives, watch my old videos, and let a nigga know how y'all feeling, man. But anyway, let's get to the senseless news. Okay, senseless news. A nigga kind of tired, so today we gonna be getting straight to the point. Less is more. You know, this ain't one of my excited days. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them days where I'm just mellowing out. A day that should really be a chill day for a nigga, and I still just come do what I love to do. You know, I still put my mind in shit, and I still do what I got to do to make my content better. But you know, end of the day, energy is energy, and when you ain't fully intact with yourself like that, everything you do is going to show in everything you do. So shout out to whoever step in the building and watch your boy. Shout out to whoever watched this video. Uh, Whoever watched the playback video. Your support is necessary and it is much needed and appreciated as well. You know, so let me spark this up so we can talk about some real shit real quick, man. I mean, well, first of all, we got to get into the senseless news like I was finna do. Senseless news, everybody. Let's talk about it. Let me get an ashtray real quick. All right. And if you can't tell, I'm in a hotel. No, this ain't no bitch house. This ain't none of that. This is me in a hotel because I had to wash my ass once again. You know what I'm saying? Just for one night. I've been washing my ass like once every 3 weeks type of shit so far. You know. That was probably too much information right there. One of the trolls on Twitter see this shit, they gon' take a clip of this shit, post it, and I'm dead meat. But am I really dead meat? Because I know myself. I know what I'm going through. But yeah, I'm in a hotel because y'all know my circumstance. If you don't know my circumstance, a nigga does not have shelter, so I'll be sleeping in my whip, just trying to make life work without going crazy. Average motherfucker would have gave up, would have lived off a bitch, who would have did something, tried to hit a lick, ended up in jail. I ain't your average nigga, man. I might be average working nigga, average working man, 9 to 5 going ass nigga, but I ain't your average nigga that's out here with no hope. You feel me? I'm gonna put something out here. Something gotta give in this life of motherfucking adversity, in this life of poverty. Something gotta give, and I'm gonna make sure something gives. That's why I put in the necessary work. I come to this platform. I talk motherfuckers' heads off, and there ain't even nobody in the chat. So this dedication come with not seeing instant results. You know what I'm saying? I put instant gratification to the back burner, and I'm trying to do that with my motherfucking money now. And once I do that with my money, nigga, it's optimized time. Once I get better at not touching my money for a specific reason, or once I get the hang of not spending $1 every day, I'm gonna be a force to be reckoned with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in senseless news, since I just seen the commercial, Cardi B and Offset got a damn meal at McDonald's. A nigga wanted to try that hoe just to support him, but I don't really fuck with. I would have to ask for no cheese on most of the shit that they got on that motherfucker. But yeah, it's good to see a black brother and his queen. She not black, but people will say she's black. She's a black descendant of black, of some kind of black, but she's Latino or Latino or something like that. I don't know what Cardi B is, but shout out to that black brother and his wife for making big moves, man. Any motherfucker sign up with McDonald's, you got a big ass check coming. One day, I aspire to make business moves in such a manner with my woman, if that shit ever comes to fruition. But yeah, senseless news. Offset and Cardi B got a damn meal. Y'all need to go try that. Some more senseless news for that ass. The brat is pregnant. Now I know I'm late on dropping the news to my audience. Everybody done already heard this, but nigga, come on. Who would have thought the brat would have been the one to get motherfucking pregnant? I don't understand it. Why ain't the feminine one pregnant? Why the stud pregnant? I ain't getting it. I don't get it. Shout out to the brat. I love the shit out of the brat. Love her music. I'm a big fan. As you saying. What do you like? A whole lot of foreplay. Get it started. As you saying. That's Tyrese, but I know, nigga. Hold on. Y'all know nothing about the girly the brat. Everybody know about the boyish the brat, but when she tried to, man, she actually tried to be a straight sister. Fucking with Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson fucked off on her. And she did what most of the black women do when they get hurt. And she went gay, goddamn it. I'ma just say most women. Motherfucker go straight bisexual or gay. But hey, to each their own, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's senseless news right there. The brat is pregnant. Yeah. The last thing is Buff Dancing. I don't know his name. I think his name was Big Gorilla or something. The big buff dancing nigga. The big buff dancing nigga got banned off TikTok. Niggas is not playing with him. Now see Cardi B. Speaking of Cardi B being the first reference to the senseless news. Um, she had said something about, I didn't listen to the video, but she obviously was going off on the tangent about how he wasn't bothering nobody and people just miserable type of shit. Uh, I agree with that. I agree with both sides. I agree that the nigga is cooning, but I do not agree with the fact that, you know what I'm saying, if he was getting paper off of TikTok, why niggas want to ban him from getting paper? I don't have no issue with no nigga getting paper, but, and then, okay, if we want to take it deep, if a motherfucker want to take it deep and say that he cooning and he putting a bad look on black people, okay, then let that nigga do that himself. We ain't the one. If niggas don't even respect the lower class of the black community, why the fuck? Like when the low, let me break it down. When the low class of the black community do some shit, everybody be like, that ain't us. That lower class don't speak for us. But this Conan motherfucker just sitting there dancing and shucking and jiving, eating chicken and eating watermelon and all that. Yeah, I mean, he's one dude. So motherfucker gonna ban him because of the image of black people when this nigga's not even a black American. So whoever banned that nigga gotta be some over bitter type motherfucker, some overly pro black type shit. Is how it's seeming. So I ain't sitting here putting on the cape on the fact that leave that nigga alone. He wasn't doing nothing. The nigga Conan, if it's making us look bad, okay, we need to sit him down and be like, my nigga, this is what. But niggas didn't put a petition together to ban this nigga. You know, when you hate a motherfucker that much, you giving him even more power. I don't understand why niggas don't understand that. Why motherfuckers don't recognize that the more hatred that you spread, you also spreading publicity for this motherfucker. Ponder on that. But that's it for senseless news. Let's get into the topic, man. And I'm gonna sweep through this shit. All right. What happens when we die? Drop a comment if you in here watching. Paris, if you up in this motherfucker and you can't comment, drop a comment after I post it and tell me what the fuck do you think happens when you die? Everybody that's watching the replay, answer that question. What do you think happens when we die? There's millions of theories and millions of scientific studies out there that say this, that, and the next. So let's get into it. Now, what definition am I going to go with today? Well, there's only one to go with. Die. There's two definitions to die. All right, let me run it down. The first definition of die is stop living. So the question is, what happens when we stop living, aka die? That's a definition for die. Stop living. The second definition is used to emphasize that one wants to do or have something very much. So, example, the second way to use die is, damn, I'm dying of thirst. Use it in that analogy. Like, damn, I'm dying to smoke a blunt. I'm dying to go to work and get this bread. I'm dying to start a business. That means that you are urgent about what the fuck you want to do. So let's get into it. Matter of fact, let me break this down. Because if it's two ways to die, stop living is just one way. But what happens when we die? because you can kill yourself, you can kill your ego, you can kill a lot of things on this earth while you're alive. So the old you can die. The new you can die because you are building a newer you at the same time. So once again, eventually you will die while being alive because the old you will not uh, be willing to move on with what's new. Or if it does, it's going to combine the way for the old you to stay with the new you. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be a certain part of you that dies on this planet as you're alive. So what happens when we die? When we are dying to succeed, what happens? Well, also what happens when we are not living no more? So we finna go super deep. Reincarnation is one way to look at it. And I'm only gonna give like 4 different ways to view what happens when we die. And this is all just educated guesses. These are all scientific uh, conjuncting thoughts that put these ideas together. And reincarnation is everybody's number one that probably come to mind. Because everybody thinks, oh, we'll just come back as either us again, we're going to come back as a rat, we're going to come back as a flower. You don't really know. Let's go deep with it. Nigga will come back as a rock. Now your ass just sitting there. We ain't no telling what happens when we die. When it comes to reincarnation, your ass come back as a damn plant. We don't know what's going on. We could be a plant. What's really twisted about this world is we could be a damn plant inside of a plant. Because there's so many bacterias. Imagine the bacteria in you having a body and actually living, going to work. And his mission is to somehow end up saving the body. And then there's a mission for the other bacteria to kill your ass. But we think it's just organisms that make us sick and throw up and this, and that, right? Everything is a grain of salt because it's all unimportant once you look at the greater span of things. But the greater span of things. But what makes us all important is that we are all important. Every grain of sand is important. Every bud of weed is important. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one way people look at it, reincarnation. Now you can recreate yourself while you alive as well. To get into the second definition, you can you can reincarnate yourself while you alive. You can come back as a different nigga. If you get what I'm saying, you can come back. You can recreate yourself. Come back 10 times harder than what you was, 10 times more confident, 10 times looking 10 times better, and putting up with and 10 times less the shit that you was putting up with. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta optimize your motherfucking life. So let's get into the next one. Heaven or hell? That's probably number one over reincarnation due to the fact that Christianity pushes that shit. Due to the fact that Christianity is probably one of the most popularized religions. So they got more disciples that push the heaven or hell narrative, right? So some people say when you die, you can either go into heaven, which is full of white clouds and milk and honey and bread, is what the Bible said. But of course, the Bible is just a metaphor. So heaven is probably whatever you make it. And then, so with that being said about heaven, the same thing can be said for hell. Whatever you create in your head as hell, that can be your hell, or it can be a burning pit of fire. Who knows? Heaven and hell could both be real. But as a black man in America that don't trust nothing that the white supremacist has told me, I have no choice but to question that and not die on that hill. I choose to think otherwise is out here. And I'll deal with my consequences when I die. And that's what a lot of Christians are scared to do. So yeah, when one way to die that people view dying, and that view the one way people think that happen. I mean, the thing that people think happens when you die is heaven or hell. But on this earth, you can experience both heaven or hell. Let's get into it. That second definition, used to emphasize that one wants to do or have something very much. Some people want to live such a great life that they end up creating heaven on earth for themselves. They want to die in success so god that they are dying for success so goddamn much that they end up creating exactly what they looking for. And that's the nigga I'm trying to become. That's the nigga that I'm gonna become. Fuck trying. Or I'm gonna die. Or I'm gonna have to die trying. Like 50 Cent. But see, you can create hell on earth too. Alcoholism, like me, I still drink. I still got an issue. I overindulge in shit because of my circumstance right now. But I ain't even blaming my circumstance. This has been me since before I was homeless. I was a nigga that just had to be overstimulated. And like Mac Miller say, I don't know what I'm running from, but I'm running still. I conversate with acquaintances, but it's nothing real. R.I.P. Mac Miller, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, I'm a nigga that overstimulate myself, put myself through hell sometimes. Stressing about money, stressing about my daughter's future, stressing about the fact that I got a daughter, how I should have waited, all that. You know what I'm saying? But she's here now, and it ain't nothing. I don't do too much. I don't be crying or nothing like that. I just be sitting back. And sometimes I get into a deep thought, and sometimes you just feel worthless. And that's hell. That's hell on earth when you feel like you should just, like, well, maybe I should just die. You know what I'm saying? But as long as I'm alive, if I ain't killed myself, I'm gonna get the fuck up and I'm gonna make something fucking happen. You know? Ain't no motherfucking crybaby shit when it come to Lil Zilla. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always be the nigga that's gonna get up, stand up, deliver. Because my daughter depending on the nigga. So let's get to the next thing that could possibly happen when we die. You can go to another planet. Who knows? We can end up being some other fucking being on another planet. We can end up, nigga, you finished on Earth, now you have to go to Mars and live as yourself or some shit like that. Or you got the same body, same look, your ass is put back together, nigga, but you starting off from where you died at, all right, nigga, but you on a higher level. Who knows? When you die, you ain't gonna come back to Earth. Once you died off Earth, you probably end up just accelerating to every star that there is on this planet, and it's too many to finish before something else happened. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Before you really hit the ending mark, and this shit just repeat all over again, and then now you done forgot you'll be done forgot about this life after you hit all them billions of damn stars. Come on. So less is more on that topic because that leads me to this topic. Yeah, you can go to another planet, but then you can also become a five-dimensional being. We possibly become five-dimensional beings. And if you don't know what a 5D being is, you don't know what a five-dimensional being is. That is like the Anunnakis. That's like the giants of the spiritual world type of shit. The giants, the niggas that was made us, they said we was like the size of crickets compared to the Anunnakis, the real gods, or the people, the five dimensional beings that look down on this earth, that look down on these planets, or that are 10 times bigger than us on some shit like, okay, when you die from living this, you could become an Anunnaki or some shit. Your ass can become a different god. You can become a god. You can just become a god. Like, okay, nigga, now you learn so much down there on this aspect. You the god of this. You learned this so much down there, nigga. You the god of adversity. You could be the god of this. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? We don't know what the fuck gonna happen when we pass away, man. That's all I'm trying to tell motherfuckers. We don't know what's gonna happen. Everybody think they got it down packed. All the spiritual people be thinking, "Oh, I know I got it right." Nigga, what if the ancestors we thinking about, them niggas ain't even worried about Earth no more. What if they ain't even fucking with us until we die and end up over there with them? Just some what ifs. You know what I'm saying? What if goddamn, just like I said, what if heaven and hell is real, nigga, and I die and then Jesus is like, yeah, nigga, you thought it was a game down here? You said you was gonna wait till judgment day. Get your stupid ass to hell. I'm gonna have to accept that. That's where I'm at with it though. Motherfucking Jesus or God wanna send me to hell? Fuck it, nigga. Throw away the goddamn halo. Fuck is you saying? Somebody drop a comment, man. Hit the like button so I can see if my shit working. I got my fucking live on, but I don't know if they fucking my shit. YouTube always fucking with a player. They say 2 people watching. So if somebody can drop a comment, man, drop them motherfuckers. But yeah, man. We could become 5-dimensional beings. That's one thing. I think my favorite one out of these 4 is if we could possibly reincarnate, or we gonna become 5-dimensional beings, because those are the only 2 logical answers to me. And becoming a 5-dimensional being don't mean you're gonna become some other motherfucker. Is gonna be you in the 5-dimensional self. You done with the 3D. Or you might have to graduate, you might have to go from 3D to 4D. You know what I'm saying? Then the 5D. Well, I'm getting too deep for y'all ass, but anyway, I told y'all I wasn't gonna hold y'all long because that's just a simple question. What do y'all think happens when we die? Some people will say it's just blank when the motherfucker die, man. I know I want some weed when I die. If I die and I can get some weed, or I can, you know what I'm saying, ease my mind to figure out what the fuck going on, I'm gonna figure that shit out. But yeah, see, it's time to start asking questions like this. I said I was gonna stop doing the typical topics, all that relationship shit. Man, I done dealt with all kind of relationships. It is what it is. And everybody gonna have their own opinion on what the fuck a relationship looks like for them. So one thing motherfuckers need to do is just focus on their own relationship and their own attractions. Get with the woman that you really want to be with. Get with them, or ladies, get with the man that you really want to be with. Um, and stop motherfucking settling. Because see, I was a settling ass nigga. I was a nigga that was out here settling for women that not necessarily saying I can do better than, like on as in as if they are less than me or something, but I was fucking with them knowing that I wasn't fully attracted to them. And that's grounds for fucked up relationships right the fuck there. If you fuck with a woman and you know damn well that you don't really find her attractive, you a hoe ass nigga if you continue the movement. Cause it's a nigga that'll eat her booty hole from the back. And if you ain't trying to be that nigga, you wasting her time, fella. And you know, me being an honest nigga, I know what the fuck I be fucking up on. I know what the fuck I need to work on, and it's being worked on. You know, I'm going on my 5th year on this YouTube shit. So I appreciate everybody that supported me along the way, that gave me all of them views that y'all can give me. You know, it ain't nothing right now. But once I optimize this shit, I'm bringing y'all with a nigga, man. I'm bringing the fan base with me that actually lock in and pay attention to my videos. It's going down. I'm gonna do something with this LoneWolf TV shit. It ain't gonna just be a YouTube channel, but my YouTube channel gonna be stupid once I get this shit right. I'm telling you, I really don't even want to speak on shit because actions speak louder. But I'm just gonna show y'all niggas how a nigga brain finna start working. And one thing I can say is I do need to work on my addictions. If anything, them shit's gonna be the death of my ass. And I ain't trying to go out like that. This has been LoneWolf TV. You rocking with Cosmo. Holla at your boy.